Welcome to AAEC 2580, Applied Microeconomic Principles. If you're watching the video, you are probably in the class. If you are not in the class, that's weird, but you're welcome to watch these videos anyway. So I am Dylan Turner, the instructor. I am a PhD student here at the University of Georgia in the Department of Ag and Applied Economics. This picture is just a screen grab of my website if you care to know more about my academic interests. So obviously this class is all online. In lieu of a physical office, I'll have Zoom available for office hours. I also have a Slack channel set up for this class. So if you want to contact me via Slack, there'll be a group chat there, or by email. If you need to send me an email, that is fine too. You'll get details about the Slack channel. The first homework assignment will walk you through how to use Slack if you're unfamiliar. This course generally follows Greg Mankiw's Principles of Microeconomics. Any recent edition is fine, 5th, 6th, 7th, or 8th, and it's not even required. However, I do encourage you to get a copy of the book, even if it's an older edition. I think it's really helpful as a supplementary resource. And like I said, the course generally follows the book. And the older editions are quite cheap. But you don't need the book in the sense that I'm not going to assign homework problems that you can only get for the from the 8th edition or something like that. So the structure of this course is set up. So the course is about 8 weeks, and so there's 8 modules that I've set up. Each module covers one broad topic, and the class is for the most part going to be asynchronous. It'll be up to you to cover the material I post. So some of that will be video lectures. I'll put up PowerPoints, notes, and then in addition to that, my plan is to hold 1 or 2, I'm calling them recitation sessions on Zoom each week. And these are going to be completely optional sessions. And the point is that it's a time for you to ask me questions, or if you want me to go over material again. Since it's asynchronous, I know you can't ask questions while I'm recording the lecture. So the recitation session is designed to make up for that. So I'll send out a survey and have everyone fill it out, and hopefully we can set up times so that everyone can at least join in on one of those per week if they want to. So grading, 30% homework, 30% weekly quizzes, and then there will be 2 equally weighted exams, a midterm and a final exam. So the lowest homework grade will get dropped, same with quizzes, so you can miss one of each of those and be fine. Midterm and final exams will be take home, open book, open note. I don't want to put anyone in the moral quandary of trying to decide whether they should cheat, knowing that others may be cheating, so we'll just avoid all that. Open book, open note. So that's that. So I mentioned the weekly quizzes. I assume most of you are not going to be professional economists, but what you should take away from this course is the ability to apply concepts from economics to the real world and just develop a a new lens through which to view the world. So each week, the quiz assignment is to find a current event or a scene from a movie or TV show or YouTube video, whatever you want, really, um, and explain to me in a paragraph how that relates to one of the concepts covered in the course for that module. So there's 8 modules. There'll be eight of these due. And here's an example from Tiger Kings about Joe Exotic's marginal rate of substitution for tigers. A lot of people don't like economics. That's okay. But that doesn't mean you can't do well in the course. Some advice for doing well is watch the lectures. I'm going to do my best to keep lectures short and concise. One of the most boring things in the world is watching a voiced over PowerPoint. So I'm going to try to keep lectures really short, really just cover the basics. So I would encourage you to watch those. Read the book. You don't have to read it word for word. Read the book like you would read a newspaper. Look through the sections. If you don't understand what they're talking about, maybe read it more in depth. If you generally understand what's going on, you can skip sections, and put together your own clear and concise notes. I think that's important. If you can't put the concepts into your own words, or I guess a better metric would be you should be able to look at your notes and teach someone else the material. If you can't do that, you probably haven't fully internalized what's been taught. Learn the lingo. Economics has a lot of strange terminology that is used to describe fairly mundane things. So taking the time to learn the vocabulary and use the correct terminology is helpful, I think. And related to that, use your intuition. Common sense can get you surprisingly far in economics. A lot of what we study is common sense, but with lots of formality and math piled on top of the common sense. And then finally, get help sooner rather than later. The class will build on itself. So the longer you wait to get help, if you're struggling, the harder it is for me to do anything about that. So ask often and ask early.